Hey friends, what's up? It's been so long since I've put out a cleaning video. If you did miss my life update for August 2025, I'll list it for you in the description box so you can catch up and get a glimpse of what the heck's been going on with me. It's a lot, so I can't even really go over it, so you'll have to head over there, get you a little drink, a little snack, or a meal. It's pretty long, so if you are interested, go over there and check it out so you can hear all about the madness that's been my life for the summer. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into today's video. So I actually filmed this video about a month ago. I want to say it's probably been about a month since I filmed this video. At the time I had filmed and we didn't have any air in the house. It was like not working well. So it was so hot. I just couldn't fathom going up to my office to edit. So it just took me so long to get to. And then life just took us on a whirlwind after that. So I just didn't get around to it. So I just wanted to start by editing and getting out the footage that I do have filmed. And this is going to be cleaning up the bathrooms, the half bath down here, and then the regular bathroom upstairs, and like the little quarter bath. They really needed some help though, because we were getting ready to go on vacation prior to filming this, and we had house guests coming to watch the dogs and watch the house. My sister was coming here, so I wanted to get everything cleaned up and ready so it was fresh. I'm actually really disappointed at how the summer went, because one of the summer projects that I had on my list was to make over this bathroom. This is our half bath here in our level, and I still think I will at some point, but there's so much going on that I can't deal with it right now. But one of the things I wanted to do was change the wallpaper and put in some new shelving. This bathroom here has been completely untouched since we moved in, so I really wanted to just update it and elevate it a little bit to feel a little bit more like us, because although I like wallpaper, I don't mind it. I find it to be really, I actually really like it, but I just don't love this one. And one thing I really needed to do was to scrub my floor, and I wanted to use some soap because it had been a while. This tile doesn't feel like regular tile. It's some kind of like ceramic, I think. I'm not exactly sure, but I try not to like over wet it and saturate it down often, so I just use my spin mop. But I decided to go ahead and scrub down here on this day. And of course the ants came back in when summer had started, so I had put out in this little bathroom, actually I put 4 out, so they were like all throughout. I have them scattered under that baseboard heating unit and then underneath our cabinet, and I had to do that in the kitchen too because I actually got ants in the kitchen as well. I think they were coming in through our range hood, like, you know, above the stove, and I was like, what the heck? So when we got a new roof put on, I actually had them vent out the vents, so hopefully that'll improve and enclose everything up too. I don't really know, but anywho, so we had ants in the kitchen and it was driving me so crazy because I just had to like move everything. I put down a bunch of little powder stuff, and then I also put a bunch of ant traps. So anytime the ants come in, it's really like there's no deterring them from the get-go, despite the fact that I literally deep cleaned the kitchen in like, I think May, which was like quite a few weeks prior to them actually coming out, to make sure there was like no crumbs and stuff. But I actually had a packet of sugar up there that I forgot about, and that's kind of what started the whole thing. But I just put out 4 traps along my kitchen counter and stuff, and, you know, cleaned every day and all that kind of stuff. And after about a week and a half, they went away. The hilarious part is that that's the thing I forgot to mention in the video. That was one of the things that happened that was so annoying for me as well, because I'm like, how the heck am I supposed to be cleaning when I have ants in the kitchen right now? It was just so disheartening. But yeah, so what have you been up to? What's been going on? As kids are getting ready to go back to school. I know for some of you, your kids may have already, like, they're probably starting this week or next week. But our kids start the first week of September. And this year I didn't go all crazy for school shopping, which was really nice, being that Jordan's going into middle school, Savannah's going into 10th grade, and it's really cool more recently with the modern school because we don't tend to need as many supplies. For elementary school kids, I can understand because they need a lot of, you know, like the Kleenex and the hand sanitizer and, you know, the wipes and all that stuff. But for the middle school and for the older kids at the high school, like, they don't really ask for that stuff. Now, you know, you can send that stuff for some of the teachers, or if you're talking to a teacher, you can definitely donate, but it's definitely not on the school list for the older kids, so that's kind of cool. The kids definitely don't need as much these days either, because most of their work is on their Chromebooks, so they just need half the amount of supplies really. They still ask for like colored pencils, glue, paper, that kind of stuff. But the notebooks, you know, they're still relatively pretty cheap, 40 cents a piece and what have you. We had to get headphones and whatnot. But yeah, school shopping was pretty easy breezy, and we did some thrift shopping, and we're still going to do that. But in past years, I've made it a point to be ready before school. But this point on, the kids, like, I'm gonna take them to get a couple of things, but like Savannah has quite a bit of shoes that she recently got like over summer, so she's good there. Jordan needs a pair of shoes or two. They have events, they're gonna have events this year at school, so we do need to find them like a set or two of dress clothes each and some nice shoes. Savannah's in band, so she puts on a lot of performances that are like very classic dressing, I guess. Very dressy. And then that's pretty much it. We're just gonna take it as it comes with school shopping. Like we'll go thrifting for fun as it comes, or you know, I do want to take them out and get a couple of new outfits. Jordan really needs some stuff. She's going into middle school, you know, so like the style, you know, your style kind of changes in that way. She's really loving her sister right now, so she wants to dress just like her right now. So that's been kind of funny because my daughter dresses very much relaxed, alternative, like baggy, tomboy, and my younger one, like, it's not really her size yet in her age group of clothes, so we have to like thrift smaller sizes and kind of, you know, make do. And she looks really cute. It's just kind of hard to find her pants that fit her because the fit that she wants doesn't necessarily come in her size, if that makes sense. But she's gonna look cute. I feel like I'm just gonna blab this whole entire video, but I was like, you know what, we have got to catch up. It doesn't even matter because like you guys have seen me clean these things so many times, I barely have to explain to you what I'm doing. So I just figured like we need to chat during this time. Another thing that's been on my mind that I wanted to try, and let me know if you've tried this. So I recently started, when we moved, I started shopping at Pet Supply Plus, and I get the dog food there, and sometimes I buy treats there, and I like to buy toys from there too when they have good toys that the boys like. But I've recently noticed they have a doggy washing station, and I really want to take the dogs in there because I've been telling you, you know, like I have a hard time giving the dogs a bath because our dogs are like 55 and 85 pounds, and not only are they already hard to pick up because they're like a dog, but we have the glass shower door that's fixed into place, so like we also have to kind of maneuver them into the tub, and I need James in order to do it. And then it's like a family ordeal because Jordan also hops in the tub and helps me wash them when they get a bath. But they need a more regular bath, and also grooming is expensive, and we have 2 dogs and we're on a budget as well. So I've thought about trying to go to Pet Supply Plus because they have like this membership ordeal where you get, I think, like 5 washes or something for like $40, or it's like $15 a bath or something like that. I can't really remember, but anyways, it's cheaper than taking them to the groomer. But the downside, so here's what I was going to ask about, is does anybody use this kind of service? Because my concern is that, you know, it's a doggy wash station, so I'm worried that the dogs are going to pick up like some kind of like flea or worm or bacteria or virus or something. We don't really take the dogs in public that much, and you know, I don't even really give them their flea medication. I give them to them like the first month or 2 when summer starts, and then like nothing after that. And I only just recently started making more a point of that because they had fleas here. So like this yard isn't accustomed to being treated and stuff. We didn't treat it. But yeah, so I don't know. Should I take them there? Have you ever taken your dog to one of those doggy wash stations? I just worry that I'll take them there and I want to save the money and hassle, but I'm going to create a problem for them. And so I'm kind of worried. So I don't know. Let me know your experience. I kind of want to try it out. One thing that I really needed to do up here that I didn't get around to doing this time because this bathroom was just really, really nasty. I do need to organize the drawers in here and kind of clean them out. Although there's an organization kind of set up, the kids don't do amazing with it because, you know, in the midst of them like getting and going, they don't exactly follow the system to a T for like the little containers inside of the drawers because it really wasn't their idea, you know what I'm saying? So like they make it work and find it either way, but everything kind of needs to be reorganized and restocked inside of there. So I'll get to that in the future, but for now I just needed to clean up all this other stuff so our guests could use stuff. I'm actually like really excited to get back to school. We really need the routine around here. I've been really busy going out on cleaning jobs and then trying to figure out what I'm doing with my content creation, doing odds and ends work, you know, just trying to make ends meet. And I need the kids to have more structure again so they can also get back into routine with helping around the house. I need to get back on my laundry schedule. That was the other thing that happened that I didn't mention in the video because it was a little bit prior to that, but our washer head also broke this summer and we had to get that repaired. So like ever since I got behind on laundry during then, I stopped my like laundry routine, and it hasn't backed up on me like terribly bad, but I've gotten out of my laundry routine, so like I really need to get back into that. I'm not excited to wake up anymore without my car because my car doesn't have remote start anymore, so getting the girls ready for school, like I won't be able to just remote start my car and then we can go off on our day. I'm gonna have to actually get out there in the cold and start it, which is, I know, first world problems, but it never feels good to revert back once you've already had the convenience of something, you know, but it's whatever. I'm still grateful to have a car. That car was a really good deal, and we just got it repaired, so it's run smoothly right now, so hopefully it holds up for the winter. I like how this glass shower door seemingly holds the water in the tub more so like if we're taking a bath and the kids are in here and stuff. But when we got here, James did ask if I want to take it down, and there's part of me that kind of does want to pull it down at some point, although I might not be ready to part with it now because we might have to do a few repairs along when we take it out. I kind of do want to put a shower curtain up just because it makes cleaning the shower a lot easier, and I miss having the cute little curtain hanging in here, but we'll see. Something, maybe it might be a quick fix we can do. I'm not really sure. I don't want to ruin the vibe in here because the gold on the door kind of just helps set the tone for like all the other gold tones in here and carries that whole little vintagey vibe, but we'll see. I also really need to get my hair redone. I think in January I got highlights put in my hair and I absolutely loved it. I definitely need to get it toned. It needs touched up, and I definitely, well, at this point it wouldn't even be a touch up. It would be a redo if we're being honest because of the growth, but I also really need a haircut. There's like such a big part of me that wants to cut my hair, and don't get me wrong, I'm not scared to cut my hair. I've cut my hair down to like 2 inches before, so I've gone through the big chop like once or twice at this point, but there's a part of me that kind of just wants to have like the shoulder length hair that's more manageable, especially like for blow drying it on a more regular basis and then straightening it, because if you have curly or coarser hair, like you can't just like wash your hair and blow dry it. Like it takes, you know, 1 to 2 hours to do like a whole process if you're going to straighten your hair or something. But with a little bit of shorter hair, I feel like it's manageable for me to do on my own once a week, and I kind of do miss that vibe, especially like in the winter time, because in the winter time, you know, it's easier to leave our hair straight for longer once we do it. But I'm like, girl, if you don't keep this long hair until you're at least like 40, because like I love having my long hair, but I still really do miss like the simplicity of getting ready so I can look more polished, if that makes sense, because I'm really digging the whole like do all the upkeep up front and then not have to do a lot, you know what I mean? So while we're on the topic of hair, I was at Walmart and I found this thing. It's like hair grabber, and while I'm out on cleans, when I do deep cleans, I do clean the drains. And when I deep cleaned the bathroom in here last time, I did clean out our drains in the tub and in the sinks. They were absolutely nasty and they stunk really bad. That's all I'm gonna say. But I use a drain comb, and I'm just like, man, this really sucks. So there's lots of variations of this kind of like little hair grabber you could use. There's like little silicone covers that go down at your drain for showering, and it catches the hair, so like you can throw it away. This I thought was cool because we, being curly haired girls, we actually brush our hair a lot, and not only does hair get all in the brush, but it also just ends up in our fingers and then in the bottom of the tub. So if we're bathing if we're bathing or showering, I thought when we're brushing we could use this hair grabber to rub our fingers on and get the hair off, and hopefully keep a little bit more hair out of the drain to keep it from backing up. Here's a quick glance at my current favorite shower items: just shampoo, conditioner, body wash, and shave oil. Savannah has like a lot going on here on this desk. She's the main one. This is the girls' bathroom up here. They get ready up here. Jordan doesn't even use a lot of products yet. This is mainly just Savannah. She's definitely like a little clutter rat when it comes to this kind of stuff. She does good at maintaining it once it's time to like clean it up for the week, but throughout the week it's just kind of like grab and go, you know what I mean? She had a really busy summer though, so I can't even be mad at her. It is what it is. I'm just so happy that she was diligent with her hygiene, you know. I miss that about being a teen girl. Remember, like, getting ready and then not even going to school? Well, for some of us anyway, you know, not going to school without doing your makeup, or, you know, if you did, then like you would do your makeup at lunch, and like using all the herbal essence and the cute little Avon stuff to smell good. And then back in the day when like Bath and Body Works started with like the cucumber melon lotion and stuff, like those were the days. Remember that? Super cool. I actually just did a haul of Bath and Body Works. Speaking of that, Jordan kept like begging me to go to Bath and Body Works just to go look around. I'm like, okay. So we did, and it just so happened to be like their annual little sale thing. So like all the full-size body sprays were on sale for like $5. So I ended up letting her get a handful of those, and I got some too. The one that I'm absolutely loving right now, I mean, I smelled a bunch of them. I did buy 3. My favorite is always like the honey and champagne apple one, or like the apple one around Christmas, like winter apple. But this one that I just bought, I really love for like day-to-day use, especially just for like work. The notes on this one are so good. It's just like a fresh little shower pick-me-up. The way that I can explain it is that for me at least, I don't know, I guess it's just the notes and it just hits with my pheromones or something. But the way that I can explain it is just like it has a good sweat off, if that makes sense. Like, you know how sometimes you wear a perfume or you wear a spray, and by the time it mixes with you, it just smells kind of like musty or maybe like a little stale or nasty. This one, at least for me so far, that I found, like if you put it on clean, I just like the sweat off of it, if that makes sense. Like it has a good like, I don't even know what you would call it. It has a good wear, you know what I'm saying? Like it seems to wear well for a body spray, which is cool. I actually went and I tried to find, I was Googling what is the closest perfume, so I'm gonna try to find it in store. They gave me like a list, so I'm gonna try to figure out the one that's the best so I can start pairing those together, because my only favorite perfume so far is one Ariana one. I can't even remember what it's called actually. It's like the one in the little diamond bottle with the poof, and then also the pink Born in Roma Valentino, like the light pink bottle. Those are my 2 faves, but I want to get the one that goes with this body spray because it's really good. When I was done doing this video, I was like, wow, I need to get to Sam's Club. Like, we are out of so much stuff. It's crazy that thank goodness my mother-in-law bought us this like Bath and Body Works hand lotion, because like I've been filling up all the bottles around the house with it. She got it for me for Christmas, and we just are out of so much stuff, and money is just burning through our fingers right now. But like, I need to go to Sam's Club. All the like stuff I had in the pantry and all the paper product supply that I had has just dwindled down. And as I was doing this, when I deep clean the rooms, I like to restock everything as well. And I was like, man, I don't have any Kleenex. This is my last roll of toilet paper. This is all of our sanitary pads. So like, I really need to do that. I feel like we're gonna have another girl in the house soon that's gonna be using paper products soon enough, so I need to get my ish together, because like, you can't just have like a package of that on hand here. You know, we got 3 girls in here, and that's just crazy. But yeah, so I need to get my booty to the store so I can get a lot of paper products and stock up on stuff. After you watch the life update video, you're gonna be like, girl, you better just start saving your pennies. And like, that is so true. This year, Santa's just gonna be bringing us a Sam's Club membership and some paper products, let me tell you, because whew, that's what we need under this Christmas tree.
You got me dancing in a storm, burning everything firefighters. You got me dancing in your storm, looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire. You got me feeling uncomplicated. Whatever happens is meant for us. Rushing into all the situations. Whatever happened, we came there first. Go a little wild is your personal expression. Far over the line, tell me we ain't something special. Wrap me around your solar system, make me do whatever that you want me to do. You got me dancing in your storm, burning everything we know, dressing up as firefighters. You got me dancing in your storm, looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire. Looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire. Looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire. Maybe forget about the consequences. Wherever we're going fast. On top of the world of our independence. Laughing whenever we screw it up. Go a little wild is your personal expression. Far over the line, tell me we ain't something special. Wrap me around your solar system, make me do whatever that you want me to do. You got me dancing in your storm, burning everything we know, dressing up as firefighters. You got me dancing in your storm, looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire. Looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire. Looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire. You got me dancing in your storm, burning everything we know, dressing up as firefighters. You got me dancing in your storm, looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire. Looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire. Looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire. Looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire. Looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire.
All right, y'all, so that's all I have for today's video. Was deep cleaning and resetting these bathrooms, the half bath, the full bath, restocking some supplies of the supplies that I did have on hand. And I really appreciate you sticking around and coming back to catch up with me if you have stayed this long, because I realized like I had so much to say last time. I know I forgot so much stuff, but we have a lot of ground to cover, and I did do a living room video, so I'll be sharing that one next. And then we need to get into decorating for fall. I need to get caught up because like I said, these videos are old, but I will be seeing you shortly. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to give a thumbs up. I'll see you next time. Bye.